Have you ever done something that you felt peace about in your heart, but then someone's reaction to you causes your shame to just start blaring and screaming at you? My name's Krista, and welcome to Thrive Daily, where I share stories from my own life that have helped me make my life easier. So, today's story is one that I'm a little reluctant to share because of all the judgment that may come. And you may judge me for this story, but I'm going to share it anyway because there's a golden nugget in it at the end. So it was one of those days where I was in the biggest hurry of my life. I don't remember why. Probably I didn't need to be in such a hurry, but it felt very urgent at the time. And I had this errand I needed to run at Walmart. I just needed one thing. I just needed one thing. And this was in the days before online pickup. And I thought, man, I need to get this done like right now. And if I take the time to get both kids out of their car seats, into the stroller, into the grocery cart, and then like lug them all around with me, this is going to turn into a 45-minute affair. And so I decided, and I felt okay about this. I decided it was okay if I left my two kids in the car. It wasn't cold. It was a warm day. It wasn't stifling hot, but I did leave my car running with the air conditioning on just to be extra cautious and safe. And I had one of those keys that was like remote entry, so I could leave my car running without the keys being in the car. And the car was totally locked, totally secure, totally safe, right? I felt in integrity with myself when I made this decision. I was like, I'm going to be in, out, 5-10 minutes max. It'll be fine. They're happy listening to their music. Everything's good. I wasn't worried about their safety, and I wasn't worried about my capabilities as a mother until after I ran my errand. I got back to the car, and there was this lady standing right by my vehicle, and the look of judgment in her eye was like a dagger to my chest. And she just railed into me, told me all these things about how I shouldn't do this, expecting me to just own my guilt and tell her like what a horrible person I was to do this to my children. And she said, I was just about to call the cops on you. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I just need to get away from you. Just get me in my car. And I just drove away as fast as I could, but I could not get rid of that pit in my stomach where I was just feeling all the guilt. I felt like the worst mother on earth. I felt like, oh, and the only reason I felt that way is because I got caught, so to speak, right? I still didn't feel like I had done the wrong thing, made a bad choice. I was careful in that decision. I was conscious, I was deliberate, but I was feeling so guilty. And what later, as I've matured now, and I've recently had an experience where I've become aware of how easy it is to give my power away, my choices, to what other people think and how they react to me. And so the lesson here for me and for all of us is that I don't need to listen to anybody else. And no matter what other people think of me, that doesn't change what I feel and what I know and hear. And now I know that. I didn't know that then, or I didn't implement that lesson then. But I'm sharing it here because how many of us do that? How many of us make decisions in integrity and then we completely falter when somebody else is judging us? Maybe a mother-in-law, maybe another child's parent or a neighbor. And let me know down below what experiences you have with this, because I think it's so common. And I think it's really important to recognize when we are in our power and when we're not, when we're giving away our authority, our ability to feel confident in our choices to other people who don't know us, who don't know our kids, who don't know what we're feeling in our heart. And so I just want to remind you, all of you moms today, that you and only you are in charge of your children and your family. And no one else can say what's best for them. You are their mother for a reason, and you've got this. So if you know someone who could benefit from hearing this, please share with them so that it can really lift them and empower them with the courage to stand up for what they know is right, rather than cower before others, which is so easy to do. So we all need to give ourselves grace and compassion when we are guilty of that, because we all are. And it's okay. It's okay. But let's all cheer each other on and help us be stronger together and be a little less judgy of others as well. Okay, make your day awesome today, everyone. And if you want more resources on how you can thrive more as a busy mom, go ahead and check out mycorenourishment.com. Have a great day.